how it still shines like gold. Good evening, and how are you today? How is everybody? I hope you all had a great day. Yes, I always, wish that you have the best day because if you do, then we are going to, it gives us that time to relax and unwind and talk about everything. Yeah? Yeah, because it's a lover's corner. So we just, stay and have a good time together, talk to each other about whatever it is bothering us in our relationship, and then learn a thing or two. Yes, you just learn a thing or two. You never know where you're getting it wrong, and that's why we're here to learn together from each other, and to be better people to our spouses, our partners, even to be better friends. So that is why this program it's just for you and for me because I get to learn from you guys too. Yes, I get to learn from you guys too. So I warmly welcome you to this, your favorite. Yeah, let me not use favorite as because I said there's no word like that. Yeah, to your favorite radio station in Abuja. Mm? Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. And this is the program Heartbeat. Yes, you know, you just it's so amazing, it's so refreshing when I get to talk to you guys on this show. So it's beautiful, getting to know you, getting to speak with you all, and getting to have a great time with all of you that are listening to me right now. My name, it's Nuella Paulson. So I officially welcome you. All right. So tonight I want us to be looking at a topic, communication, the importance of communication in relationships. Yes. You ever see an old gray couple who are still together, still having a great time in their relationship, in their marriages, and then you're wondering, what's their secret really? Because, like, the rate of divorce and breakups in relationships right now is alarming. And then when we see couples like this who are still in love with each other, still do the little things for each other, still happy together, living together, you are wondering what their secret is. All right. I'm going to give you one of that secret, and it is communication. Communication is so pivotal in a relationship that, in fact, it's like one of the first, if not just the first thing, before love and all of other stuff comes in. Because when you do not have a good communication with someone, be it your friend or anybody, if you do not have a good communication with that person, that friendship, relationship, or whatever that you have is about to be doomed. Yes, it's going to be doomed. Imagine you're in a relationship or in a marriage, or you have a friend that you cannot talk to, you cannot relate to this person. Everything, maybe you're a very playful or sarcastic person, you try to make a joke out of something and the person takes it serious, and then you're always having a loggerhead with this person. Something that shouldn't even mean anything, it becomes a huge deal for this person. So you see, there's a disconnect somewhere. So it's important that people have a healthy conversation, communication in their relationship. It is what keeps the relationship going. After this phase, all of that feelings, that honeymoon phases, and the relationship just fades. Yeah, well, let's face it. There times that when the relationship is still new, it's still fresh, and you're loving up this person. You just always want to be with this person, and then what happens when all of that feelings go? Because feelings do come and go. What keeps that relationship going? What keeps you two together? Because when you're still in that honeymoon phase, you have a problem, you resolve it, with all that love that you guys still feel for each other. You don't want to have problem with this person, so you could actually agree, even when the person is wrong. You just agree because you want to make up. You don't want, and it's over. What happens when all of that faces, or all of that fades? You know, the feelings, all that emotional, and then you have a problem with this person. I've seen couple who haven't spoken to each other. I've very religious couple too who haven't spoken to each other in months, some years. In fact, I actually saw one on the internet some days back where they say one Japanese man have not spoken to his wife for, I think, 20 years. My goodness. Our honorary president would be like, yeah, they have not given birth to me that time. Like, it's so crazy. How do you not speak to your spouse? Your spouse for that long? That lack of communication in a relationship, it just destroys relationships. It destroys friendships and marriages as well. So when you see people who are going stronger and stronger and stronger in their relationship, there is a driving force behind it. And one of those driving forces is a healthy and good communication. All right? Okay. So I am going to tell you ways to have a good and healthy communication in your relationship, so that to keep that marriage, that friendship, relationship going strong. Because I do not like breakup, people. I do not like breakup. I like to see happy people, happy friendships and relationships blossom. I like to see that. I do not like to, know that people broke up because of things that could have been resolved. Things that it doesn't take anything. You just have a better understanding of this person and then you resolve it. So that's what I want us to talk about tonight. That's what I want us to talk about tonight. So, I don't know where you're listening to me from. If you are still going home, yeah, I know it's late. Please drive safely and turn up your radio a little bit and listen while you are going home. And then if you're at home, make sure the kids are, put them to bed so they do not disturb you. I don't know what kind of child will still be awake. Any child that's still awake by this time need a little spanking on the butt. Yes, I'm just kidding. But hey, put your kids to sleep and come and relax with your partner so you can listen and learn one or two things. And then, maybe you're not married yet. You're just listening wherever you're listening to me from. You called up in your bed, you're listening to us. Yeah, please stay glued to your radio. Do not touch your dial wherever you're sitting outside with your radio beside you under that tree to receive fresh air, because we know how hot it has been lately. Yes, we know how hot it's been lately. Do not touch your dial wherever you're listening to me from. I'll go on a short break, and when I come back, I'm going to open up my phone lines and I am going to tell you how to have a healthy and good communication in order for your relationships to work. Noella Paulson, do not touch your dial. 101.1 Human Rights FM. If you're just tuning in, you haven't missed a thing, okay? You haven't missed a thing. So, this is Heartbeat, and we are talking about relationships, communication, how to have a healthy communication in a relationship, and the importance, power of a good communication. Yes, that's what we are talking about tonight. So, before I open up my phone lines, I am going to give you tip number one on how to have a good communication and how it helps your relationships. So number one is listen. Yes, it is good that you listen. I mean, when you don't agree about something that your partner uh, is saying, sometimes when the argument or conversation gets heated, the common thing to do is to get focused on making our points heard. You just want to make the other person understand your point, and then we forget that it's this argument is getting heated, and we just need to take a step back and just hear the other person out. Someone said that the greatest communication problem we have is that we listen to reply. We do not listen. We do not just listen to understand. We always try to listen because we want to respond immediately. Listening is a great way of communication. Just take a step back and just listen to the other person. And it's also important that you take phrases like, tell me more about this or that, or just, you know, asking the person to just help me understand this or that. It helps the person to know that you actually value their opinion. Yes, it helps a person to know that you value their opinion, you value what they have to talk about. So, when it just gets all that crazy, just breathe, chill. Just chill and tell the person, please, help me understand why it's like this, or tell me more about this. It kind of, settles, calms down the whole heated argument and makes the two of you to know the right step to take on how to approach the issue at hand. So you listen. Listening is a very important tool in communication. As much as we want to get our point, heard, listen to the other person. All right, so I'm going to open up my phone lines right now. The number to call me is 081 8999 1011. I take it again, 081 8999 1011. All right. I will go on a short break. When I come back, I'm gonna take your call. To take in ways to have a good and healthy communication in a relationship. So call me up and hey, I want to hear from you too. I want to learn from you. I want to know if you have, your own take. I mean, your own views on how to have a healthy conversation in a relationship. My phone lines are buzzing already. Hello. Oops. Please do call me back because I want to hear from you. Do call me back. All right. So the number to call 081-8999-1011. That is the number to call. So I'm going to go to number 2 point. Yes, straight to number 2 point. Number two is take a breath. Yes. Sometimes some things are just frustrating, and it's just better to wait, to approach the other person. Just because we are angry or feel the need to talk does not mean that we must have that, conversation right away. Just take a breath when that argument is just heated, and then you're forcing the other person to talk. Just avoid, that talking and all of that when the other person is not, in the mood to talk. Communication is as important as I think for me the top thing, for a person to have in a healthy relationship is communication, respect. Okay, yeah, love, but communication and respect. You cannot go wrong with that too. When you have a good communication and you respect the other person, um, have a good understanding partner, there is nothing to beat that. Seriously, there is nothing to beat that. We sometimes get ourselves in a situation, even sometimes, yeah, even friends could have problems, and then you know and they do not have a good communication, and then you find yourself losing a very good friend because you too do not know how to communicate your feelings to each other, respect one another, and then you'll be kissing that friendship goodbye just because there isn't a good communication between the two of you. It's not just a relationship thing, even like a family member. It's important. It is very, very important. And when you see people with successful relationships, we wonder, how did they get to this point? How did they, you know, get to this point where they are able to voice their mind and still be happy, still live together, and still have, a successful relationship where each and every one of them have respect, for each other. We just get curious. Even like our Nigerian actors and actresses. There was the super couple Nigeria have, Olu Jacobs and Jaquil Silva. Yes, I mean, people are still wondering, like, how are these guys still together? They've been married for so long and they're still together, like, with the rate of divorce going on right now. Like, 1 minute you see somebody professing love and all of that, and the next, before you know it, they're all, nobody wants to see each other anymore. You know? They just become enemies. They don't want to see you anymore. You now become repulsive to them. So we just need to learn this stuff so that we know in areas where we are slacking and then make up for it. Because we should have more. We should bring up kids with, in more happy homes than, children in a broken home. It leaves a lot of damage on that child. It's important we see our children growing up in a very healthy and sounder environment and family. So it starts from the homes. It starts from the homes. So yes, that's the second one, to take a breath and just do not force a conversation. Do not force a conversation. Right? Number 3 is timing is everything, people. um, it is important to respect and be considerate of the other person when choosing the time to talk. It's hard to have a meaningful conversation. Normally, it's just hard. And then you now come at the wrong time and try to talk to somebody. Let's assume that you chose a very bad time to talk to someone, maybe when the person is in a very bad mood, and that's the perfect time you chose to come and it feels like you're nagging the person. You do not want that person to see you like you're nagging. You don't want that person to see you like you're nagging. You want to, voice your opinion. You want to voice but you have to choose the right time. Or maybe somebody is standing with someone and they are talking, and that's the perfect time that you chose to come and talk to the person, to embarrass that person in front of the friends or whoever they are standing with. I mean, it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't. You have to know when, it's time to have a conversation. Let the person know that you want to talk, so that both of you can, choose a favorable time for the both of you to have your conversation. Don't insist that I want to talk and I want to talk now. When you do that, you've already set the tone for a confrontational rather conversational, because you're trying to confront and not to converse. Let the person, feel relaxed and not feel like you're trying to attack. Okay? So the number one is you listen, listening, yes. And take a breath. That's number two. And number three is a good timing. All right, so I will play a few songs. Yes. And then when I come back, we will be talking more on this topic. All right? Do not go anywhere. This is a song by Tony Braxton. I'm going to do not If you're just joining us, this is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM Abuja, and this is the program Heartbeat, where we get to talk about our relationships and the troubles and the good times and the bad times that we have, and get to learn something from it. Yes, we get to learn from each other, you know, things that make our relationships work and things that hate and no, no. Yes, that is what we do here. All right, so my name is still Noella, and we're talking about communication in relationships. The power, the how important it is to communicate in relationships. All right, so my phone lines are buzzing. Let me see who is calling me. Hello. Ouch. Wow, don't know what's happening tonight. Phone acting crazy. All right, guys, I know you can hear me. If it doesn't work, then we should just have a good time and listen, and then yeah, just have a good program and have a good show. All right, so before I went on that break, I told you about ways to have a good and healthy communication in your relationship. For your relationship to be a success, there's a ways to communicate better. And I told you, by listening, taking a breath, and knowing the right time to have a conversation. Yes. Number four is by paying attention. Yes. When we pay attention, when we communicate, there are more than just words to consider. Yes, there's just more than, it's not just you listening to what the person has to say. Yeah, it's important you listen to what the person has to say, but it's also very important that you pay attention. When you pay attention to just non-verbal communication cues as well. By non-verbal, it's not all about talk, talk, talk. Pay attention to the person's tone of voice, their body language, eye contact. It's important that we do all those things, like when you're talking to someone. Because if you're just listening to what they are saying, you're going to miss a great deal or miss a lot when you're not paying attention to other, things. Like your eye contact. You could be talking to somebody, some people are just pathological liars. Yes, they are. And all they do is lie. And then when you're talking to such a person and you're just paying attention to what they're saying, pay attention to how they react when they're saying what they're saying. People tend to like not be so at ease when they're lying. Although some people have mastered the act of lying, that they could look you in the face and lie to you. But then there are little things to pick up from here and there when you're talking to someone. Look at the person, make eye contact, check their body language when they're talking to you. Check their body language when they're talking to you. Check their tone. Because sometimes when you get to present like what the topic or something that you want to talk about with your partner, and then they start fidgeting and stuff, and you're just there like why is he or she like this? So you pick up those things like, okay, you need to be calm, let's talk. Look at them and see how they react when you ask them certain things. What are their reactions like? It's very important. My phone lines are buzzing. I don't know what's going on with the phone. Hello? Oh, my good Lord. Please do call me back. I don't know what's happening. I really do want to hear from you guys. Please, please, please call me. Hello? Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. All right. So Hoping that it just gets fixed so we can talk well. All right. So paying attention, it's a good way to communicate. And I'm not just saying paying attention so that you can know when the person is lying. So you can also know what to say to the person. It doesn't necessarily mean that, hey, this other person is lying, or because Noella here has said that we should pay attention to see if they're lying. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I am saying that at some with some cases, yes, some cases, some people could lie, but that is not all to look after in a conversation, in a communication between two people. There are certain topics that make people uncomfortable. So you pay attention. How is this person feeling about this particular thing that I'm talking about? Does it make her nervous? Does it make him nervous? What kind of words should I use in order for my partner not to feel hurt, in order for my partner not to feel offended? And you check their tone of voice when they're talking about this. What's the tone that he or she is using? Is she getting emotional when she's talking about this? You just have to check for those things and know what to say and how to say what you want to say. You don't just talk because, yeah, you want to talk. You be considerate of the person's feelings too. And pay attention to your own body language, not just the person's own. How am I taking, how am I passing this message to this person? Am I being passive aggressive about it? How is the person being receptive of what I'm talking about? These are all the things that you need to check. It needs to be in place when you are, communicating with your partner. All right. So at number 4, number 5 is you listen for the feelings of that person. Yeah, just like paying attention, you listen for the feeling. When we listen, we connect more deeply to our needs and emotions and to those of other people. Not just listening to what they have to listen to their own feelings. What are their feelings about this thing that I'm talking about? It makes it easier for others to hear us when it's our turn to speak. So you listen to the person's feelings. Are they angry about this thing that I'm talking about? Are they sad? Does it make them uncomfortable? Just be attentive. Be aware of your partners or your friends or whatever, your husband, your wife's feelings when you're talking about certain things. Some people don't do that. They just want to be heard. Whether they're hurting the other person, they just don't care. They just say whatever they want to say. They just say it. So it's very important that we listen to this kind of stuff and then let the person also then listen to your own feelings too. How do you feel when you're talking about certain topics? Is it like when he starts talking about something, you get angry, and then, how do you feel or react to certain things? You have to check that too. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Oh, finally. How are you? Good evening.
Good evening, Noella.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm okay. How is the work going?
Work is good. Work is very good. What's your name and where are you calling from?
This is Tunde on the line.
Today, how is Lugbe today?
Yeah? The way is cool.
mm.
How is your side?
It's well. It's going very well.
And how is the job going?
Pretty good. Perfect. Thank
Like,
you.
like you came with a lot of energy.
Sorry?
I feel it's like you came with a lot of energy.
Always. I have to.
Like,
All right. Today, what's your
I,
take on what we're
well,
on the topic tonight?
well, I think I started with you late.
Uh-oh, it's all right. We're
Yes,
here.
I know you are talking about good communication.
Mm-hmm.
Have you thought about the first thing? Have you thought of being articulate?
Being what?
Articulate.
Educate me on that.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you, clear.
I said, did you
No,
think?
I have not. That's why I said enlighten me on that, please.
Okay,
Mm.
I'm talking of maybe the person has to be articulated. Whenever he speaks to, maybe his partner, whatever you are saying, you must be, say it in a way that it will be, made clearer and understandable.
Mm.
So that there won't be any much, confusion, when you are communicating with, the next person.
Okay.
Whatever you are saying, the person should be able to understand what you are saying and where you are coming from.
Yeah.
Not that you don't be saying things that the person will find very difficult to understand.
Mm-hmm.
And things like that will not allow.
Hello? All right, I did lose that call. Please, yeah, please do call me back. Let's talk, all right? Okay. So that is number 5. That's number 5. And straight on to number 6 is to focus on the noun. Yes. Let me take this call and, you know, explain further on that. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Hello, good evening. I can hear my voice on your radio. Can you please turn it off? All right. Please, when you are calling, and make sure your radio set is switched off so it doesn't interrupt our conversation. All right. Hello.
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 I can hear you.
Good evening.
Good
Or
evening.
good
How are
morning.
you? No, it's still evening. So have just a minute or two before it's morning.
You said?
Yeah. What's your name and where are you calling from?
It's Paul on the.
Sorry. Hello. All right. Please do call me back. Okay. So straight to number 6 and how to have a healthy and good communication for a successful relationship. And I said, focus on the now. Yes, it is important that we do not hold grudges um, based on past resentments. Okay, holding grudges cloud our ability to see now. You're angry about what happened how many years ago, and then you're holding grudges and you're being resentful because of that. Instead of looking backwards and doing the blaming game and looking at what the person has done, it's good that you look at what can be done right now to solve the problem at hand. Hello. 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 All right, I lost that call. Please do call me back. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, hi, good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, how are you? So what's your program tonight?
All right. So we're talking about the importance of communication, in a relationship, the power of a good communication for a healthy relationship.
Right, that's a very good.
Sorry, what's your name and where are you calling in from?
Uh, my name is Benson, and I'm calling from London.
Okay. Benson, how is London today?
Yeah. Um, well, I'm streaming you guys online as usual.
Okay.
Quite interesting. Yes, communication is quite important in a relationship.
Mhm.
Without communication, of course, the relationship is as good as dead.
Mhm.
So
True.
it is very important.
Yeah. True. And thank
Yeah.
you very much. By the way, how is London today, Benson?
London is cold, is good, but we're beginning to see the spring coming.
Mm.
So, which is a good news.
That's good. No, you're not.
Yeah.
You're not enjoying the cold. You're praying for the spring to come, so everywhere could be a little more.
Nah, it is too cold. This year was too cold, and so many unexpected things happen. But
Mhm.
we're coping. We're used to it. We're used to the weather. So
Okay.
how's Abuja?
Abuja is rather hot. Abuja is rather hot, but hey, we are
Wow,
used to it too. We are used
that's
to it
good.
too, and we coping.
Wow, that's good. That's good. Good to hear.
All right, thank
Yeah.
you.
So you guys continue to rock the
Yeah,
airwaves. I love streaming the online and doing a good program. So keep it up.
thank you very much. Thank you so much. Keep streaming and keep listening. We really do appreciate your input. All right.
Okay. No problem. Thank
Okay.
you.
Have a
Good night.
lovely night. Okay, that was a caller from London. Yee, okay. Take some more calls. Hello.
Hello. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. How are you? Oh, good morning. It's morning already, sir. It's 12 a.m.
Okay, good morning. Good morning to you.
Good morning. How are you?
I did fine, ma'am. How work?
Work is just great.
My
Mm.
name is Manuel. I come in from Kaduna, ma'am.
Emmanuel from Kaduna. How is
Thank you, ma'am.
Kaduna this evening?
Kaduna is almost fine, day, sha.
Okay. Almost.
Okay, I say I have a complaint, but
Oh.
my complaint is that make I no talk this morning. I'll leave on tomorrow morning. I'll call
Mm.
you and complain.
What's the
Wetin me I
complaint?
want?
You having a relationship problem?
Yeah, I have a relationship problem because I
This is
don't
the
have
right
too much.
time to discuss relationship, not in the morning.
I don't have a too much credit for my phone. That's why I say make I
Oh,
do
okay.
tomorrow
You know what
morning.
will happen? You call me from 11 p.m. tomorrow. To this
Okay,
time. This
okay,
time. Yeah, just call me at this time tomorrow so that we talk about your problem. I don't want you to go to bed with
okay,
a
okay,
heavy heart,
okay. Thank,
okay?
okay, thank you, ma. God bless you.
Okay,
Tomorrow.
no problem. God bless you too and
Thank
keep listening, all right?
you.
All
No,
right.
thank you.
All
Thank you.
right. Thank you, Emmanuel. I can't wait to know or hear what your problem is all about, and I hope I do have a good solution or an advice that could prefer solution for you for your problem. I have another caller on the line. Hello. Hello. I am fine, and you? Good morning.
How you doing?
Hello, I can hear you. Good morning.
Morning to you. How are you?
I'm fine, and you?
How's the work?
Work is perfect.
How's the fine?
All right. What's your name and where are you calling me from?
I'm from Asian Justice.
Your name is what?
My name is Sarah Suleiman.
Shuaibu Suleiman.
How's the night? Oh. Yeah, no, nothing here.
Where is Shuaibu calling me from?
Yeah? I didn't get you.
Where is Shuaibu calling me from?
I'm calling you from Asian Justice.
Suleja, yes. I just wanted to be sure. How is Suleja this morning?
Cool, fine.
Turn down the volume of your radio set, please.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you. All right, let's talk. Talk to me.
So I'm just opened your mind. I just came back out of my radio. I just hear you. I said, let me call you back.
Okay.
But you need to news. So wow, I have missed you.
No, but you haven't missed much though, because we're still talking.
Yeah.
We still have. Oh, please turn down. Oh, step away from your radio, please. Okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay. It's better.
Okay.
Okay, so we are talking about how important it is to have a healthy communication in a relationship.
Yeah.
It's tools on how to have a good communication, because if there is no good communication in a relationship, that relationship would not work. You know that, right?
It's a very long time, a long life.
So it's good that we know how to talk about things that affect us and things that, so knowing how to talk about these things, that is what we're talking about tonight.
Exactly too.
Okay, so.
And what my purpose is that relationship is mean that when you have for somebody, with truth in mind, talking, and whatever you offend him, try to beg him. But I do so something to you, but try to forgive me.
Yes.
So for other things, you understand each other for that way. I'm not linking. Take a very long time.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Schreiber, for your contribution. I do appreciate your call.
So when can I get you?
Sorry?
When can I get you with your program? It's my second time to call you.
Yay. Congratulations. When can you do what?
Get you for a program again.
Okay. Oh, tomorrow. Yes, from 11 p.m. Just set your alarm to 11 p.m. Once it's 11 p.m., you two do not even touch it. Do not remove your radio from Human Rights. Okay. Yeah, just keep listening.
Last week I was trying, you didn't pick my call.
I didn't know. Other people were calling too. So, and there's no way I'd get to know who's calling. But just every 11 p.m. I'm here for you. All right.
Hi.
Okay. Thank you so much for calling in, Shuaibu from Suleja. I do appreciate your call. All right, I have another caller on the line. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Julius from Papi.
Julius. How is Papi this evening?
Papa is going normal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, what's your take on what we're talking about tonight, this morning?
Okay, so the most important thing in relationship is understanding.
It's when you communicate that you have an understanding, because if you do not talk about something, how do you understand what you don't talk about?
That is why I say is understanding, because when two people are understanding themselves, whenever the one is happy, one is not happy, you always understand when I'm happy and when I'm not happy.
Yeah.
When I'm in good mood to talk and when I'm in bad mood to talk. But when you don't understand all those kind of things in a relationship, everything will work out. But when two people they never understand themselves, no matter how they did, the relationship cannot work out. Because
Okay.
always problem will always be in between them.
Mm.
So that is why I say the most important thing is understanding.
Mm.
Because when you don't understand someone, whenever he's happy,
Yes.
whenever he's not happy, you understand, yeah, and then you
Yes.
will know how to talk to that person when he's happy. When he's not happy, also you will still know how you will talk to that person, also to also please him mind. Or and maybe when he's not happy, you know how you will make him happy at that
Yes,
moment.
that is the timing, knowing the
Yeah.
right time to talk about
Yeah,
it.
you will know the right time when he's not happy to just make sure if you can able to make that person happy at that moment. That is why, due to your explanation, you say maybe I'm in bad mood.
Yes.
I just do on my own. You carry your own problem again. Come out with my own problem. How do you expect things to work out?
Yes.
But things cannot work out in that way. But when you don't understand, whenever I'm happy, and whenever I'm not happy, you will just try to make me happy. Maybe you try, it wouldn't work. You will just create many solutions. As in person that you love, you will just create many solutions to make sure you make that person happy.
Yes.
But when there is no happiness in relationship, everything it won't work out.
Okay. So that's
So that is my own opinion.
oh, thank you so much for your contribution. All right, Julius, keep listening. All right.
Okay, good night.
Good night. Don't sleep, oh, you keep listening.
I know they sleep as they listen to the program.
Okay. All right. Okay, thanks for your contribution, Julius. I appreciate your call. All right, so we are still talking communication, your favorite radio, human rights. 101.1 FM Abuja. Okay, so I think I'm going to go on a short music break, and when I come back, we will talk more on this. Here's a song by Ed Sheeran. It's called Photograph. tuning in. This is Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM, and this is still Heartbeat. All right? I'm still Noella, your host, and we are talking about ways to have a healthy and good communication, in order for our relationships or marriages, friendship, and whatever to be successful. Yes, that's what we are talking about today. All right. So, before I went on that break, I was telling you, to focus on the now. Don't hold grudges. Focus on what has happened. Don't start bringing up what happened a million years ago. Talk about, the recent things. But as important as it is that you do not, hold things back and, just take the person back, it's still very important that you talk about what's bothering you so it can be resolved. Yes, talk about what's bothering you. Maybe something that the person has done, just uh, kindly and just, softly, don't throw it at a person. Just softly remind the person, hey, that you did this the other time. It's not cool. It's not nice. You know, just say it in a subtle way so it doesn't look like you are coming as attacking. So you, as much as you want to tell the person what they did years ago, but it's important that you focus on what happened immediately, like the issue at hand. At number 7, um, have a face-to-face conversation. Yes, this is rather funny because a lot of people resort to texting out their difficult and stressing situation, or texting, instead of meeting the person and talking about what they've done. Some people even break up with people through text. That is so immature. You want to talk to somebody, tell the person, meet up with a person face to face. I mean, you people have been friends, you've been married or dated or for, some time. It's very important that you have this conversation, you know, face to face. Although sometimes it makes it easier to have a difficult conversation and it helps to avoid confrontations. But um, the best thing to do is to have a full picture. Like when you're talking to somebody, you're looking at the person, you know what to say, and then I think this has happened to me not too long ago. I was having a conversation with my friend on the phone, and she completely misunderstood what I was trying to say. You could be saying something and just being playful about it, and just saying something, and maybe because of the way you said it, the person has read a complete different thing from what you have written. You might be saying it in order to, or just maybe get the person to engage the person into another thing, or just talk to the person face to face. She totally misunderstood me, and that created a little problem between us. But we saw and talked it over, and that was it. It's very important that you are looking at somebody when you're having your conversation. There's no point going, you know, uh, 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 it's just very immature. You don't want to see somebody again, somebody you've had a relationship with, and you're typing and texting the person like, hey, look, I think I'm done with this. I don't want. No, sit down, talk like adults. Talk like adults. There's no point doing the phone thing. Technology has made it so, you know, easy for us, for somebody to just pick up a phone, and just type whatever he or she wants and send it to another person. It's made it very easy. But there are some things that we need to, look at this person and discuss it like adults. You talk about whatever the issue is with the person. There's no need talking about things on the phone, because it just watch the person's body language when you're discussing certain things, and over the phone you're not seeing this person, so it's easier for you to just type whatever and then send it. But when you are talking to this person face to face, you are seeing everything. You're looking at their emotions and their body language and their eye contact when you're talking, so you know what you're dealing with. You don't That's very immature. So do not do the phone texting thing. That's for kids, all right? Okay, so the number to call me again is 081 um 8999 1011. I take it again, 081 8999 1011. All right, my phone is buzzing. Hello. All right, please do call me back. All right, do want to hear from you. Do call me back. Okay, so that is number 7. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning. Okay. How are you?
Hello.
I can hear you. I can hear you. Good morning.
This smart.
Sorry?
You're speaking with smart.
Smart. How is
Smart
smart
from
this
Kabusa.
morning? Kabusa, smart from Kabusa. How is smart this morning? And how is Kabusa? Hello? Hello? Okay, smart, call me back because I cannot hear you, all right? Please do call me back. Okay, so we are still talking about ways to have a healthy and good conversation, communication for a successful relationship. All right, so we've talked about focusing on the noun, listening, and having a good time, and then having a face-to-face conversation. So, and number 8 is forgive. Yes, I know, like, a lot of people. Someone would say, like, people can hold grudges for Africa. That is funny. Solutions are impossible to reach if we do not. Solutions are very impossible to reach if we do not, and if we are not willing and able to look past each other's faults and flaws and forgive. So if you are having a problem with your partner, it's important that you do not hold grudges, do not be resentful. You discuss whatever the issue is, and then you leave it there. You forgive. Sometimes it's not, something that you can forget. You do not actually forget what they have done, but it's important, very important, that you forgive. You forgive this person for your own sake. People mistake this forgiveness thing because they think that you are doing the person a favor. No, you are doing yourself a favor. You do yourself a favor when you forgive somebody for what they have done to you, because forgiving that person enables you to move on. Forgiving that person helps you to, have peace with yourself. You have peace with yourself. You they say when you forgive somebody, you take away the power that the person has over you, which is absolutely true. So when you forgive, it simply means that you are choosing to let go in order for you to move on. All right, I have a call on the line. Hello. All right, please do call me back. All right, please call me back. Um, it's up 12:30, and we're still talking about communication on the Super Duper Radio, Human Rights Radio 101.1 FM. Okay, so I'm going to go on a quick break. When I come back, I'll be taking more of your calls. All right. 101.1